Okay guys, I made a kind of a quote-unquote promise to show you guys how to make this dish for me and my kids. It's I don't know what I call it. I don't know, it's some kind of a chicken, bacon, potato, kale thing. So, don't have a lot of chicken. We thought we had more, but this is what we got. We're going to use what we got, and I'm going to fill all these gaps up with potatoes. But all you're going to do is get some chicken breast, boneless chicken breast, skinless too, and then put them in the pan, just a Pyrex pan, frozen, and then we'll be dicing up cubing up, some golden potatoes, and then throwing some kale in there, and then some seasoning, bacon, butter, and some more seasoning, and then we'll put it on the smoker at 425 and let it rip, and then we'll cover it up somewhere in the middle of the cook so it can finish softening up all the veggies and the potatoes a little bit faster than going wide open. So anyhow, I'll get started, and you guys can take note. It is an amazing dish. The kids love it. I love it. And hey, it's got kale in it, so that makes it 100% healthy, right? All right, be back in a little bit. All right, we got the potatoes split. I said I was gonna cube them, but they're small enough. I just split them in half. Now we're gonna take care of the kale's done. I think it was about, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at the package right now. It doesn't even have a weight on it, but pretty large bundle of kale. You could buy it by the bag too if you wanted to, but yeah, you just cut up what you got. You want it to be a little bit overfilled. You want it to gonna be a heaping size, because all that's gonna shrink way down once the heat's applied, and all the the grease and the oils from the bacon and obviously the butter too melt and saturate all that vegetation there. So roughage, I should say. It's not vegetation, it's roughage. So now what I'm going to do is cube up some bacon and put that across the top, and then the bacon over that. Sorry, not bacon, butter. We're going to cube up the butter, then lay the bacon across the top, and then some seasoning too. So hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick break and show you the seasoning I'm going to be using. This is from Peg Leg Porker in Nashville, and they won a world championship prize kind of deal for the best barbecue, either in America or the world. I can't remember. I said it's a world championship, but now I don't remember. But if I can get my camera to focus. It's just not going to focus. Anyways, yeah, they're out of Nashville. I've eaten their barbecue. It is fantastic. But this is good stuff to put on chicken. And since we got chicken in here, I'm going to add some of this seasoning to the top before I do any of the bacon or butter, just to get just a little bit extra on there. And it's okay that it goes on the kale, because once all the juices run out of that bacon, it's going to inherit that flavor as well. And then once that gets down on the meat and the potatoes, it'll just get better and better as it continues to absorb all that. So, all right, next you'll see is the butter sliced up and put on there. So we got the butter cubed up and ready to go. Now I'm going to do the bacon. And what I'm going to do a little bit different is typically I would lay this, strips of bacon across. What I'm going to do differently this time is I'm going to cut the bacon into small pieces and mix it in. I think that will be, I don't know, be a different result than what I typically would do. And you may be wondering, well, why'd you put the butter on top? I did this by accident one time. It ended up being a really good result. So, I'm just going to stick to it. It's working. And that's just how it works with barbecue sometimes. It's cooking it all. Just, it's an experiment, and you just work with what you got at the time. And that's what this dish was, to be totally honest with you. We had a bunch of leftovers and a whole bunch of kale, and I was like, what in the world am I going to do with this kale? And we had this frozen chicken and some potatoes, and I thought, well, maybe that would be good, mixing all this together. And so I did it, and yeah, I got inhaled. So anyways, all right, let me get this bacon
All right, guys,
cut
we're
up,
back.
and then
That is
a full pound of bacon right there, all cut up and laid in there, so beautiful and gorgeous. So I'm gonna put a little bit more seasoning on top. Matter of fact, I am gonna add some coarse cut black pepper and some salt and a little garlic to the top, and then a little bit more of that peg leg porker seasoning. And I'll tell you a little bit more about those guys here in a second. So just gonna go with some kosher salt, and pardon the kids in the background, but this is for them. So neat thing, you might think, oh man, you're putting salt on pork. Well, the thing is that the pork will take the salt. Even though it's bacon, it's gonna take it, and it'll just enhance it even further. Here's the coarse ground black pepper, and that will inherit, the bacon will inherit that pepper. A little bit of garlic powder, and use this. You know, you might think, oh, I need to use like minced garlic. You can, but you would want to put that in the bottom. If you put minced garlic on top of this, frankly, I don't think it's going to do you a bit of good. So just use a little bit of garlic powder, and you're going to want to season this to taste. You know, I think that's about right. I wouldn't go overboard with garlic unless you really like it. And then finally, some more of the peg leg porker. And this, at this point, is going to be a lot about the color. You know, the bacon, you can see the red. The bacon's going to inherit or take on that really pretty mahogany color as the smoke hits it. And that will all sweat and drip down into the bottom. The chicken is going to soak up all that juice. You know, chicken's pretty bland to begin with, but once all that bacon grease and the butter drips down in there, the kale will soak up some of that juice too. It's just gonna be a really good dish, and I promise, if you'll decide to make this, it is fantastic. All right, we are ready to get started. So let's put this on, and we'll let it rip. And this will take, we'll go ahead and we'll put the foil on at about roughly 30 minutes. It really is, you have to peek to look and see. What you're looking for is for all that kale to collapse. And that's really the telltale sign that it's time to cover it up. At least for me it is. So you wait for the kale to kind of wither and wilt, and all that bacon, you'll start seeing it, I don't know what you call it, sweat. And by that point, it's about time to cover it, and we'll be done cooking in around 45 minutes or so. So here we go. Okay, we're cooking. So we'll let this rip. We'll come back when it's time to cover it up, and yeah, see y'all then. Yeah, I thought I'd share a little bit better angle for you guys to take a look at what's going on here. We are really close to being done. So all we got to do now is just wrap it, let that moisture build, let the potatoes that are scattered throughout finish cooking, get really tender, and let the chicken fully cook through until we are ready to rock. So, like I said, I'm gonna wrap this. Oh my gosh, you guys, this smells amazing. It smells so good right now. Wish y'all could smell this. So let me get this wrap. We'll put it back on, and yeah, like I said before, catch you on the flip side. Okay, guys, so we're at the finish line here. We cooked for exactly 50 minutes at 425, 430 degrees, and it's been resting now for approximately 15 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and unwrap it. So I'll give you a look at what we're dealing with here. So this is the final product here. You got a nice aroma of all the spices and the bacon mixed with that kale. So let me quickly grab a fork and we'll take a look at what we're dealing with here. This is live action. So the chicken is very well done. I should have grabbed 2 forks. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, let me grab another fork real quick. All right, so as you can see, that chicken is completely done. The potatoes are super soft. And of course that bacon is, is on top, so it's gonna be well done. Very well done kale. And so, yeah, man, this is a really good dish. It has got a lot of layers of flavor in it. Very good to eat. The kids love it. I love it. And yeah, it's got kale in it, so that makes it 100% healthy. It completely equalizes anything that might be unhealthy in this. So this is a 100% health food. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope the recipe here, I hope you enjoy it anyway. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy eating it. See y'all later.